All right, let's jump into humanoids. So, Figure had a video that they dropped yesterday, 500,000 views in less than 24 hours. So, we're going to go ahead and cover this video and why it's getting so many views and my thoughts about it. We're also going to cover some information that came out by the information regarding the Optimus program and Tesla and Elon Musk. So, let's go ahead and jump into this video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So you already have it looks to be life size. A lot of you haven't seen a lot of companies go right after Optimus this way in terms of they're going after a life size humanoid. A lot of them either smaller or they're just slightly different. Something that I'm noticing is none of these tasks are like heavyweight. Even this laundry basket what had 3 pieces of clothes in it. So you're still not seeing a huge load being able to be carried by these robots, which I think is interesting. It's only a few dishes, a small basket, only a few pieces of clothes. So let's keep watching to see like the heaviest task that this robot does. The dexterity was impressive there. Yeah, I think most people would not want their clothes folded like that. I would love to see a demo of putting the clothes on a hanger. That would be a lot more of a sale, like a sellable thing, at least for some people. I would prefer to see it like hang clothes on a hanger. For kicks and grins, let's look at like the sentiment on this video and figure out what the comments are saying. Just I'm curious to see what the overall sentiment is. Take the robot. I need one of those houses. It's going to be so weird looking back at this video in 50 years and people be like, oh, look how it all started. They were simple and adorable back then. Who put popcorn in the sink? um, Yeah, so I don't know. That was a really cool gimmick. It was a really cool video. Again, you just don't see any heavy lifting by the robot. Like, I mean, no more than 3 towels, and it's fine. It's not meant to do. I mean, it wasn't. They weren't saying. I mean, even the packages were nominal size, and so we have some way to go. I think. That's so I 500,000 views. It feels cool. It looks good. How practical it'll be and how much will they cost and who will be able to actually buy these and who will feel comfortable enough buying these. That remains to be seen. But this comes off the heels of an article by The Information talking about Optimus. They said in March, Musk said at an all hands meeting would the company would build at least 5,000 robots in 2025. Well, here we are in October. I don't think we have that many yet, but Tesla staffers dedicated to Optimus repeatedly told Musk the timelines and goals he set out to scale up production of the robot were over ambitious, according to 2 people with direct knowledge from other discussions. Tesla slashed its production goal from 2,000 a few months later to 2,000 a few months later. One of the people then said, during the summer, staffers told Musk Tesla could meet the 2,000 target, but the robots wouldn't be very useful due to the issues with their hands, the most technically challenging part of their engineering, the person said. As a result, Tesla abandoned plans to produce thousands of bots this year and instead decided to further improve the robot with better hands and the design changes, the person said. It couldn't be learned whether Tesla had made meaningful progress since the summer, although Musk acknowledged last month on the All In podcast in September that Tesla was struggling with the final form design of the hardware and that the hands, inclusive of the forearm, are majority of the engineering difficulty of the entire robot. So we have not seen version 3 of Optimus yet. Um, and I wonder how this compares to Figure, right? Like I know Figure is the company we just watched, this robot. I would like what I'm craving in robotics is if we're going to make demo videos like this, transparency. Because I don't know if they're trying to cater to investors here. They're obviously not trying to sell the robot. Like there's like no call to action. It's just a demo. Um, but like how many days was this shot over? Like was this teleoperated? There's just not enough transparency when it comes to videos like these. It's like I appreciated Elon saying that the Optimus wasn't teleoperated, although you can kind of, if you slow the video down, see that it was choreographed. But again, you don't know how many days this video was shot over. You don't know how many tries it took. You don't know a lot of things, right? So I just kind of wish we had more transparency when it came to robotics, and especially with Tesla and it being a large portion of their business. I mean, this article is actually pretty crazy that they're still working on their newest version, which is fine. I'd rather have a more polished version than a rushed out one that just isn't going to do anything. Like, in my opinion, it would probably end up tanking the stock if there wasn't like any, oh, buy this now, or yes, we have 5,000 currently working in our factory. Here's a time lapse of all of them working without any major issues. We still don't have very many answers on battery. Let's go ahead and check out the Figure. I want to check out the Figure robotics site just because I haven't spent a lot of time here. So this is the Figure 3. So this is the video that they just demoed. Master plan. Let's see if they have a roadmap. Founder of Archer. So I mean, a lot of what they're doing sounds nice. I just don't know if they have like when their first. I don't know when their first robot's gonna come out. So, anyways, that's kind of the Optimus killer, some people are calling it, and yeah, so let me know what you guys think down in the comments. How far are robotics out really? Is this something that we're going to get soon? Do you guys think that this is, I don't know. Robotics, they just seem kind of far out, in my opinion. They look cool. It's cool to think about. It's nice to be futuristic, but there's just a lot of unanswered questions like how heavy of things can they lift? What can they lift? What can't they do? What happens if their hands get wet when they're washing the dishes? What happens if we're out of detergent when you're doing the laundry? What does the robot do? Is it going to start the load anyways? So how much pre-programming is done? I don't know. For me, like I have a little, it's from Costco, the little robot vacuum. And to me, that's so cool because it's on a time schedule. I just put water in it every once in a while and it mops and vacuums the house. But I have to replace things like the filters, the little dust bin baggie. I have to fill it up with water. I have to make sure that the robot's clean. I have to make sure the sensors are clean. So there's still like even something so purpose built like that little robot for for the house vacuum. I still need to maintain it. Like I still need to keep up with it. And so there's just so many unanswered questions with robotics. But if you guys enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. And like always, see you next time.